Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. Welcome back to my channel. I've not just woken up, tell a lie. I've been awake for a couple of hours now. I was editing the Christmas vlog video, which is now being uploaded. I've created the thumbnail for it and everything, so waiting for that to be uploaded. It's nearly an hour long. Nearly got there, just not quite yet, but maybe the next one, hey. So yeah, nearly got there with the 1 hour, but it's not fully 1 hour just yet. So I've been awake for a couple of hours. Jeff and I have been awake for a couple of hours. Jeff has gone out to the park. I have a really nice park near my house. So he's gone there to have a little breather and just have a little nice walk and stuff. I would have joined him, but I was so heavily engrossed in editing and uploading my video that I said, babe, you just go and I will just stay at home. But also I'm tired. But I do low-key wish I went with him because it's a really nice park and it's just a nice, like, as you can see, there's like really good natural light coming through my windows right now. So the weather is a bit nicer in comparison to the weather we've had as of late. So anyway, so I'm at home. I need to tidy up the bedroom. I need to make the bed. I like to always lay my bed first thing whenever I wake up and whenever I get up from my bed. I love to lay my bed. So let's get started. I need to tidy up the room a little bit. Nothing too wild. Just to lay the bed and like tidy up like the area around the bed. So yeah, shall we get started then? I really need somebody. I really need somebody. I really need somebody. Tell me you there's some. I don't care about your body. Let the way you touch my body. Run it back, get body. I never tell nobody. Let the way you touch my body. Run it back, get body. I never tell nobody. I really need somebody. Tell me you there's somebody. I don't care about your body. Let the way you touch my body. Run it back, get body. I never tell nobody. Baby, tell me what you in the mood for. Tight shit, we should get a room for. Got me in American cute for. Lay back, let me show you what I do for. Good morning, good morning. Today is the 29th of December. Is it just me? But I am low-key losing track of the days between Christmas Day and New Year. But today is the 29th of December. I am off work today and today's my last day before I go back into work. So I'm actually back in work as of tomorrow, 30th of December. So today's my final day of my annual leave and then I'm back in work for the 30th and 31st. Then I'm off again for New Year time. So today's agenda is to, like I said last time, there is always plates to wash. So I'm starting off my day with washing off my plates. I've not tidied my bed like I normally do, but that's fine. We'll sort that out later. I need to wash plates. Pull out the ballet in a new toy. Blow it back, now we kiss me in the food court. You the type that I would've skipped school for. This year I got you on my move for. I wanna live in your skin. When I jump out, you jump in. I fit all this in my pants. Same way I fit you in my plans. Let the fact that we just friends. And I hate that we just friends. I would like to introduce more slowness in my life. I feel like life is too fast. I feel like my life is too fast sometimes. I do need those times where I just calm the F down, just calm down, take in nature. So moments like this where I can just look at my back garden. That's why I love my back garden. It's so wild, it's so nature. I have things that I've overgrown. My grass. I could not even tell you what's underneath my grass beds right now. Like, couldn't tell you what's under the grass. You know, my weeds are overgrown. Everything is just nature. You know, it's wild. And of course, I'm gonna spruce it up when the time comes. But anyway, like I was saying, I like to just look at my garden from time to time. You know, moments like this, I love to just take my garden in and just look at the nature. Sometimes so there's like a table behind me there. If I don't want to like come out like this, like today, where I'm outside the doors, I sit on the table and just look through I've got these sort of ceiling to floor doors, glass, and I can just see through my garden that way.
And I love this. Like, I can't wait to get a bench in here. I'm really enjoying just taking in my back garden, taking in nature, seeing some birds in the sky. I truly, truly love that. And like I was saying, I can't wait to get a bench in my back garden. Oh my God, I would love to get a bench. And of course, even when the weather's not the greatest, I would like to sit on the bench and just take in nature. That would be so nice. Take in the fresh breeze. Oh yeah, that already sounds so great. Just thinking about it, that makes me so happy. But anyway, I'm gonna go now, guys. We need to set up for breakfast and start our day. See you guys later. We got the macaroni salad, chicken, fries with mayo, and 2 slices of pizza.
We thank you. We thank you for blessing us. We thank you for giving us the good health, the good life. And we thank you for providing everything that we've asked. It might not be exactly at that time that we want it, but it comes at the right time, at your right time. So Lord, we want to give you the thanks. We want to give you all the glory, all the honor, because all the glory belongs to you. Amen.
I don't know. You tell me.
Some of us are born with it. Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
2, 1, go. God.
First to swallow and all that.
Take me through that, take me through that.
Oh, so that's what you did. You
Take
swallowed
me
it.
through that, take me through that.
You got through it. So you're trying to cheat.
Start eating. A little bit. Yeah, like a little. No, that's fine. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Listen, how do you do that? That's criminal.
What's the mind?
She's like, oh, she just get it.
Oh, we got some.
Yes.
Knees, shoulders, cups. Head, shoulder, knees, toes. Shoulders, knees, shoulders, knees, shoulders, knees, toes, cup. Knees, shoulder, cup. Head, cup.
He shocked me. Yeah, that's so much. did it.
No, but you still didn't get those after you didn't drink those.
Yeah, but I did it.
No, you still didn't drink this.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. But I did not say it.
Damn.
Everyone gets that, but not this
I
one.
feel like I can get it.
But it's too late now.
Yeah, but you just run out of breath.
Yeah.
2, 1, go!
No, there was 4. There was 4. 2, 1, go. Better than the really legal. God. God.
Bottle don't start talking about. Look at me.
That's massive, baby. That's massive, baby. God. 2, 1.
Russia won! No. I have it.
Fresh put in my life.
Yeah, what's the name?
Will Smith. Happy New Year. How is everybody feeling? How's everyone doing? I hope your New Year's Eve to New Year's Day celebration was a good one, and I hope that you spent it in the way that you wanted to spend it. But yeah, Happy New Year. Something I enjoy doing for the new year is vision boards. I've been doing vision boards for a couple of years now. I just like to put this. I'm a very visual person, so I enjoy putting things that I hope for the future on a piece of paper, whether that's me writing it or getting pictures from the internet and using that as my visual aid. That's what resonates with me. I enjoy doing that. So like I said, I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and it's sort of become a new year tradition for myself. I don't feel entirely comfortable with sharing what's on my vision board, but I am more than happy to discuss the themes that is on there, things that I've added, rather than showing the specifics. So rather than showing the specific things I put on the vision board, I am more than happy to talk about it. So typically on the vision board, I would write my goals for 2026. So my goals will be very, very specific goals. And if I'm using pictures, I would use pictures of those things. Or if I'm writing it down, I would write exactly what I want, how I want it. And also a good thing that I recently learned about vision board making is writing your why. Why do you want to achieve this thing? Because sometimes it's not entirely enough just to say you want, for example, you want 20k in your bank account. Sometimes that's not enough. You need to write, okay, yes, you want 20k in your bank account, but why do you want 20k? What are your hopes and aspirations for this 20k? What do you want to use it for? So that way,
it helps you become more specific with your goals, but also it helps you have a deeper understanding why your goals are your goals. Why do you have that goal? What's the point? What's the essence of it? So that's something that of recent years I have incorporated when making my own vision boards. I specifically say why I want the thing that I want. So other themes, so like I said, in my vision board, it will have clear goals that I want for 2026. This year I did a picture vision board. So if I had the goal, for example, go to the gym, be healthy, look after my fitness, that sort of thing, I will find pictures that have that theme and I'll put it in my vision board. And as I'm doing the vision board, I am telling myself, why do I want those things? Why do I want to be healthy? Right, because I want to live a long life. I want to have good cardiovascular, I want to have a good cardiovascular. I want to be able to be active. I want to be able to experience life. I would like to go outside, be with people, engage with people, those sort of things. Also water, if you want to put a goal down of drinking water, how much water do you want to drink? How much water do you want to drink? Why do you want to drink water more frequently? Those sort of things. So that's something I thoroughly enjoy doing on the weekends. That's something I thoroughly enjoy doing for the new year. Another thing I like doing is write future me a letter. So there's actually a website called Future Me, and Future Me is basically a website where you write yourself a letter. You can write it for someone else and you write it for yourself in the future. So for example, for the past couple of years, the version of me in the year before, so basically like new year, so let's say we're going to 2026 now, like we've done, 2025 version of me would write a letter for 2026 version of me, and I would not receive that letter until a specific date in the new year. So for example, I wrote a letter to myself on December 2024 for myself in December 2025. So I've actually received the letter in December 2025 and I read it, and guys, the power of writing things down, the power of saying exactly what you want and how you want it is so real. If you do not believe in this, I want you to believe in this as of today. It is so powerful to write down exactly what you want. So powerful. I read this letter, right? I had forgotten what I wrote in this letter. I have forgotten what the theme of this letter was, what I could have mentioned, what I could have spoken about. I could not remember for the life of me. I was trying to rack my brain to think, oh damn it, what did you actually write in this letter? Could not think. So anyway, got the letter, read it. Within the first 2 paragraphs, I set out very clear intentions for my life in 2025, and guess what happened? They came to pass. They came to pass. Everything, apart from one thing on that letter, everything I wrote in that letter, and the reason why that one thing didn't happen is because there's moving parts to it. So unfortunately, one of the moving parts did not happen, so the other part of it did not happen. I still do believe that if that moving part had happened, who knows what the future holds. But guys, it's like, sometimes you read this thing and you think, oh, woo woo woo, it sounds very woo woo woo. But I don't know, man. I believe in the power of writing things down, saying things, power of the tongue. I believe in those things wholeheartedly. This is not the only time where I have spoken into existence things in my life, wrote things into existence, visioned things into existence, Lord, even talking about it gives me goosebumps. But yeah, I read that letter and there were things in that letter that I forgot I wrote about, and they came to pass. They came to pass this year, 2025. They came to pass in 2025. And, that genuinely just made me tearful. I was hysterically crying, not out of sadness, not out of because I was upset or anything. I believe in writing things down, documenting things. You know, I believe in these things genuinely. So when I read the letter, I was crying because wow, it happened, but also crying in the sense of what I believe in is real. You know, like I've got written confirmation, I've got proof that what I believe in is real. Wow, gives me absolute goosebumps. So this is my encouragement from me to you, to write things down. Write down your goals, what you want to achieve, what you want for yourself, how you want your life to look like. I want you to sit down right now with a pen and paper, do it analog style. You know, yes, the future me thing is a website and it's all electronical, which is great. I still use, you know, devices, technology, like, you know, that's fine. But also I do have a journal. I have an actual journal, which I'll show you guys later. I have an actual journal and I write things in that journal, you know, so get yourself pen and paper, date it and time it. When I used to do journaling back like years ago, so I've been journaling for more than 10 years. Of course, I did not call it journaling when I was, 13 or something. I just saw that as my secret diary, but growing up and stuff. But yeah, so I've been journaling for years. The oldest journal I own is 10 years old. She turned 10 years old in 2025. I got her in 2015. But yeah, when I first started journaling, I didn't write the time. I just used to write the date that I'm journaling on, like the date, and then that's it. But then recently I've been adding the time, and I feel like the time just adds that extra layer of like personal touch, like personal information. I don't know, like it just adds another thing to the journal, because when I go back into my journal entries and I see the date, fab, I also see the time I wrote the journal. I don't know, that helps. That journal entry, the time I wrote the journal entry, that helps as well. Someone just pulling up to their driveway, quite a bit distracted. But anyway, like I was saying, write down on a piece of paper, grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and I would like you to write exactly what you want for yourself in 2026. Do not, and I repeat, do not underestimate yourself. Do not put goals that are easily achievable as well. Please don't do that to yourself. You are allowed to ask for more. You are allowed to ask for heaven and earth. You don't have to think small. I want you to think big. I genuinely want you to think big and ask for things that genuinely resonate with you. Do not just write things down that you know can be easily achievable. No, that's not what we're doing here. We are writing down things that to the next person it might sound wild, and that's fine. That's fine. Let them think what they want to think, you know? You write down things that you genuinely want for yourself. And if the things you genuinely want for yourself are things that you know are easily achievable, fine. But what I'm trying to say is I don't want you to sell yourself short. I want you to think big, you know? In my letter to future me from last year to this year, 2025, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to start saying 2025 now, not even last year. But the letter I wrote to myself in 2024 for 2025 me, the things I wrote in there were actually very absurd, because one of the things were things that were not even in the pipelines. I did not even know where, how, who, what. I had no clue, no idea how this thing would even be achieved. I just said it's gonna happen. I just wrote in there, this is gonna happen in 2025. I'm gonna do this thing. And when it happened, you know, how it happens, I didn't even know. There was no moving part, like there was nothing in the pipelines for me to achieve this dream goal. There was nothing in the pipeline, guys. nothing. But I wrote it down because why? I can think big. I can ask for a lot. I am allowed to ask for heaven and earth. I am allowed to dream big. I'm allowed to do this. So that's what I did. I dreamt so big. I go boss so far to the sun, And I want you to do the same. I want you to do the same for yourself. Because you are more capable than you think that you are. So please exercise that power, exercise that skill of writing down the things that you want for yourself, how you want to show up in your life. I want you to exercise that skill and you'll be fab. You'll be absolutely great. So I need to write a letter for 2027 me. My goodness, doesn't time fly? Wow. So the letter I received from future me was dated 31st of December 2025. So unfortunately, I didn't manage to write another letter before or on the 31st of December 2025 for 2026 me in December. So what I'm going to have to just do, which is fine, is write a letter in January 2026 for either December 2026 me or January 2027 me. So I probably would just do January, just so it's that nice 12 months distance. Just so it's that nice 12 months gap between each letter. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write a future letter to myself. Guys, I want to show you this journal that I bought in 2023 that I have finally finished, and I'm so happy because I finally get to use the journal that my boyfriend gifted me early this year. So I'm so happy. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys not fully like what's in the journal and stuff because that's very personal, but I'm just going to show you some bits and pieces of the journal, and I'm just writing in the final page of the journal. Can't believe I'm saying that. I finally finished it. If you're a journal girly, you know how hard it is to finish a journal. I don't often open the curtains in my living room, which probably isn't the best because I've got such beautiful bay windows, corner bay windows, and they're huge as well. I think they're just as tall as I am. For reference, I'm 5'3", 5'4", sorry. So yeah, they're as tall as me, maybe a little bit higher, and I've got a nice view of my street, and nice sunlight is coming in the living room, which is not been the usual thing recently because of the weather and the season that we're in right now in the UK. But I'm getting really gorgeous light through my living room right now, so why not leave my blinds? I said curtains, no blinds. But I do want to get blinds. I'm going to get blinds for my living room at some point. So I went down and found some curtains that not blinds. So right now I've got blinds that came with the house, but I want to get curtains. I'm going to keep the blinds anyway, but I want to get curtains for that added texture and colour in my living room. So like I was saying, I did find curtains that I liked from Dunelm. So what needs to happen is that I need to actually measure my windows so I can get them measured, so I can get them made to measured. Made to measure, measure to made. Get them custom made basically from Dunelm. So yeah, like I was saying, I was in the process of completing the final page of my journal. But before I get into that, I'm just going to show you guys my journal. I've lost my pen, so let me find my pen first because I didn't want it to start inking up my lovely sofa. Right. So yeah, like I was saying, I was in the middle of completing the final page in my journal. I personalised this with my name, Daminola Zainab, and then I wrote journal, and then I put my favourite number, which is 444, at the front. This is what the journal looks like now that she is nearly finished. I put the date that I started the journal and finished it, so 2023 to 2025. So like I said, it took me 2 years to finally finish this lovely journal. Because I don't practice daily journaling. I practice journaling as of when required. So yeah, that's why it took me quite some time actually to finish this. But now she's done, it's so gorgeous. Like I love seeing like just all of this makes me so excited because it just shows that she's being used and, you know, the pages have been filled. But when you first open my journal, which I don't mind showing you guys this bit, that's the first page of when you first open my journal, this is what you see. So on there, there's 2 post-it notes. One post-it says, be more specific with my goals. Why are my goals my goals? Have a social media folder that targets different feelings, i.e. if I'm self-sabotaging, I go to a video about self-sabotage. Be mindful of self-sabotage. Then another post-it note says, that isn't who I want to be, so I will simply not become it. And I believe I got this from watching a video or something, and that sentence, that quote resonated with me, so I pinched it and put it in the post-it note. Then there's this from when I went to Barcelona for my birthday, and I went into this nice independent jewelry store called Chunga. She sells very fabulous jewelry, by the way, handmade. Everything is handmade. If I had unlimited funds, I would have bought everything that woman sold. It was absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. But I don't have all the money in the world, so I had to just leave. I left with a few bits, you know. I got this really nice paperclip gold earrings from her and this really gorgeous statement ring from her as well. So those are my 2 pieces I bought from her. Then I've got receipts from my time in Barcelona when my boyfriend and I went into the cable cars. And I've got a receipt from Mocha Museum, which again, from when my boyfriend and I went to Barcelona. Then I've got a bunch of pictures that I've just paper clipped. I've just paper clipped a bunch of pictures. So some of them are my boyfriend and I when we went to a party. Then one is an Instagram story, what do you call it, collage thing of myself, which I liked, so I printed it out. Then I've got a picture of my mum holding me. It's quite buried in, so it's a bit annoying to bring out, but I'll try to show you guys. So it's there. It's a bit buried in, so I'm sorry, I can't bother with all the faff, but it's a picture of my mum holding me when I was literally a freshly born child. So iconic. She looks amazing. She's wearing traditional wear, which I believe is Iru and Buba in the picture. She just looks so iconic, and she's holding me, which again, iconic. Then I've got pictures of like my friends. So for example, I've got a picture of Faith on her graduation. Got a picture of myself and Tandy when we went out. Again, a picture of me and Faith when we gone out. Then a nice quote that I found on Pinterest, which reads, "You are strong, capable and worthy. Believe in yourself. You've got this." So yeah, so that's what I got in my front page. And then as you go and proceed through my journal, my best friend Shamya wrote for me. This was around her wedding season, so she curated letters, personalized letters for every girl on the bridesmaid squad. And it's such a cute little touch, like I love it. So whenever I want to read it, you know, I've got this very sentimental letter by my dear friend Shamia, which I love her so much. So Shamia, if you're watching this, I love you so much. Mwah. But yeah, so a letter from Shamia. And then that's when the journal, well, I guess the journal begins from the first few pages actually, but the first journal entry was written in I'm sorry guys if my grammar is off. Oh, the sun's gonna set soon, but anyway, so the first journal entry is written on 19th of July 2023. Another thing that I loved doing recently was adding dead flowers in my journal. So whenever I receive flowers and they come into the later stages, I would then cut them off the stem and glue them to my journal pages. Yeah, it was when I was in Brazil, I just saw a flower on the floor and I took it home with me basically, and then I preserved it and glued it in my journal. Now I've got a flower from Brazil forever in my journal. How cool is that? I've just got a flower from Brazil in my journal for the rest of my life. How cool is life?
Hello, beautiful people. I am on the way. Well, actually, so let me give you guys a bit of a recap. I have dropped off my boyfriend, so he's going back home today. And now I am on the way to go and see my friend Sam. The snow in this area of Manchester, well, icy. It's quite icy. And I wore Crocs, so that's probably not the best shoe to be wearing when this is what the weather's giving. But anyway, there's no snow in my area, so this is actually quite a discovery for me. When I came out and I saw there was snow in some parts of Manchester, I was like, what? Did not expect that, but hey, there was.